What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to read the comments to the video of the Mel do something to Kiki, and what really happened between Mel and the content creator AL. So I just want to get in here and see what y'all got to say, Okay, so one person says, Mellometers aren't stupid, and one thing they have in common is integrity, the same thing they adore about Mel. So AL shouldn't be insulting Melody. Another person says, after hearing the full explanation, I am sure Anthony knew what he was doing. He just wasn't prepared for the backlash. Another person says, AL and nobody else can turn the Mellometers against Melody. No one ever says she can't do no wrong, but speak on it. What did she do wrong? Exactly. Absolutely. Shout out to Melody. If you don't want to talk about whatever you're talking about, then shut your damn mouth. If you choose to keep it to yourself, then keep it to yourself. Why speak on it? Another person says, if Melody did something wrong, I won't have a problem holding her accountable, but I wouldn't stop supporting her because of it, because she's entitled to make mistakes just like everyone else. Exactly, absolutely. Especially the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Out of all the things they did wrong and just being downright dirty and underhanded, I wouldn't have a problem still supporting her because she is the least problematic person of the cast. Melody has 4 kids and is a working mom, and I wouldn't stop supporting her because she's human and made mistakes too. Nobody gets it right 100% of the time. Even if Melody made a mistake by doing something wrong, there is a huge difference between her and the castmates because they stay being dirty and underhanded, and I will never support that. Another person says, nobody is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Another person says, I think it's all for ratings for the continuing upcoming season to distract the real issue of the scammers and fraudulent cast that's being exposed. This is no longer reality, but gossip and hearsay. I don't even watch the show anymore after the 4th season. I enjoy the YouTube content creators on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yeah, there are some, really good content creators out there that really, break down the show really nice. So, shout out to them. Another person says, I was on and he insinuated that Mel was lying. Mel came in and texted that she didn't have to lie about anything. So now I feel away now. Yeah, I think with him saying that, you guys, that definitely started the backlash. I think a lot of people kind of stopped trusting him because it's like, are you just saying stuff to provide a cliffhanger to keep us subscribed to your channel? And because I told y'all I was waiting, I'm like, okay, is he gonna say what she did? And then y'all are saying that she actually confronted him and addressed him, came in on his live and, said what she had to say. So yeah, I think, people have to watch it, but Anthony wouldn't be the first to do some of this stuff, you guys. It's a lot of people, that be doing and saying different stuff, honey, out in these YouTube streets. Okay. Another person said, Kiki said there was a miscommunication and she and Melody are fine. Another person says Anthony knew what he was doing and is still doing. He has changed from the person he was when he started. He's now a messy person. I'm not entirely convinced of Kiki's integrity either. Yeah, I've been reading some comments. A lot of people is not feeling Kiki. I still like Kiki. I just feel like with Kiki and Tisha, their families pitted them against each other. It was Miss Wanda and her sibling, honey. Okay, and they pit those two against each other, and we are simply watching it play out in adulthood. Okay. Another person says, I'm glad that Mel is different from the cast. Another person says people always looking for the negative in a person. I don't think Mel is perfect, but I do think she strives to live a clean and positive life, knowing others look up to her, but remember she is human, y'all. Another person says sometimes Anthony misleads, just like he had a content that said what I know about the Revenge P to get viewers. However, once on his channel, he stated he didn't know anything. He does come off as he is the producer of the show. Is y'all trying to say he trying to get his Carlos King going, honey? Another person says he should have just said what she said instead. Then we would not be here, in my opinion. Another person says, I didn't understand the male question in his life. Another person says, I have never said Mel was perfect, and I have respect for Mel and has a business family. She is a godly woman. This mess is not Mel's character. I'm so sick of AL's messy ass. I've been on the fence with him for quite some time. I just don't know what to make of him. I think he is a pot stirrer. Another person says, when Anthony did that, I was confused. I felt he was switching sides against Mel, so I politely left the chat and unsubscribed to the left. You either for me or against me, no room for errors. He's going to learn today. Ooh, child. But yeah, like I said, guys, I think that when he, said certain things, it misled people, it confused people. Do you see what I'm saying? And, a lot of people probably liked him at first until he started saying certain things and then, not providing clarity, just trying to leave everybody with this cliffhanger of, what's coming next? And, so I think that's kind of, what happened. Another person says AL is trying to backpedal. He was never team anyone. He is the Q in the alphabet. Weird. Mel gets a pass. She was the target from season 1. I consider it payback time. He was trying to use Mel for a come up. Mel caught on and distanced herself from that mess. Another person says, hell no, she ain't did nothing to Kiki. They talking about Mel. The YouTuber that tried to put that out there, Mel jumped on his live and checked that ass. Hashtag real talk. He said, check that ass. Oh, not he. She said that, honey. Okay, that was funny. Okay, another person says, Anthony asked a question and people assumed he was saying Mel did something wrong. He never accused her of anything. People need to stop trying to think for someone else. He just asked a question and the answer should have been yes or no, or just say nothing at all, instead of trying to figure out why he asked. I love Mel's go-getter personality. Anthony is great at what he does. He's very entertaining. My opinion only. Yeah, Anthony is very entertaining. I told y'all, I think he's very, funny. Another person says people pay attention. AL is the only content creator that I've seen with the list of other content creators in the beginning. He had all the content creators on, but I've noticed several of those content creators that he had a problem with are no longer on there. Pay attention, pay attention. God is not the author of confusion. He tried to make an assumption but failed, in my opinion. Content creators beware. Okay. Another person says, is AL character being challenged since he exposed the Scotts? These people are all smoking mirrors. Another person says, Anthony is a messy little queen like Carlos King. Another person says, AL just wanted people to think he knows a lot about what's going on. I don't follow him anymore. A lot of these content creators are getting so crazy, even turning on each other. Another person says, I bet you Kiki cousin didn't want her liking Melody. Who, you talking about, Tisha? Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, honey. Another person says he is not a mellometer. They're talking about AL. He said that time and time again, so that's a lie. Another person says he has since said he represents himself. Dawn used to represent him. Okay. And Dawn is with Melody, right? Ooh, child, they talking about AL is lying through his new teeth, honey. Not the new teeth. Another person says that was not a good question. Most mellometers are very honest-hearted people. And of course, we would hold her accountable. I agree, Anthony has made some enemies on the way, and everyone is looking for anything to discredit him. Sorry that happened to him. Another person says, that gave me pause. That was just weird and random. Call a thing a thing. I commented, I don't think Mel is perfect. Do I believe her to be human and absolutely capable of making mistakes? Sure. And even iron wears out and shit happens. Yes, it does. Another person says Anthony is entertaining, but he is messy and thirsty for the bag. I watch him every now and then. It is only because of Mel I ever watched him. Another person says, I am beginning to believe that Anthony was sent by Martell. Another person says, or Carlos King. Oh, child. Another person says that Anthony says something on live about Black Titanic that I didn't agree with. He should have been talking to her offline. We told him in the comments he received it, but it was too late. I stopped listening to him after at least 4 months, but I did unsubscribe. I just moved on. He talks too much for me. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.